Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic 2015. So for Friday Night Magic this week, I'm going to be taking advantage of one of the new cards, this Laboratory Maniac even, not Magician, to take advantage of this to make a self-mill deck. Now this is going to be a hilarious episode in which I am going to attempt to mill myself, which could be quite funny. So basically, this deck is chock full of cards which are going to help me to self-mill myself, such as we've got Satyr Wayfinders, Necromancer's Assistants, Hedron Crabs, all sorts of fun stuff like that, with the end goal of getting rid of all the cards in my deck, playing Laboratory Maniac even, forcing myself to draw a card with no cards in my deck and winning the game, which is just plain awesome. So we're going to play the island here. We're going to play the Elvish Visionary this turn. Reason being is that I want to be able to draw a card before tossing away any others with the Satyr Wayfinder. So I just learned that little kind of thing from playing some test matches. So very nice. We've got the Cultivate, which is what I like to see. So next turn I would be hoping to draw into a Hedron Crab, would be quite nice, considering I've got the Cultivate and two Forests to play. That would be quite good. The Cultivate will allow me to start playing the Necromancer's Assistant as well. So this has got quite a lot of ramp in it, this deck, obviously to take advantage of the Hedron Crab and start milling myself down quite heavily. So he's played nothing so far, which is concerning for me. Oh, very nice, we've got Treasured Find as well. So we are going to, play, so let's play the Forest first, and then I think we're going to play Satyr Wayfinder, start milling myself down. Let's get those cards in the graveyard. So we are going to want... let's grab a Dimir Guildgate so I can play the Necromancer's Assistants coming up. So let's just swing with the Elvish Visionary. Why the hell not? So these are just going to be used as chump blockers as well as the Necromancer's Assistants, while also milling me down by 3 cards as well. So this is 6 cards down. So we could really do with finding a Hedron Crab, which neither of them has provided, unfortunately. So he has played a Stormbreath Dragon, which is not good for me, as that is a crazy good card. So I might be in a little bit of trouble here. So these games could either go very quickly or very slowly, depending on how fast I can mill myself. So, oh, very nice. We've got a black swamp here, so we're going to want to start milling myself, I suppose. Yeah, let's play a Necromancer's Assistant, start milling myself down. I'm also going to swing in with my 2 creatures, so that was going to dump all of them down. Any Hedron Crabs? Nope, which I can't pull back, unfortunately. If I'd got a Hedron Crab there, I would have immediately pulled it, well, tried to pull it back with a Treasured Find to start milling myself. So I'm obviously saving Cultivates and lands in case I do get Hedron Crab, because if I can mill myself down very quickly, even while taking damage from this Stormbreath Dragon. So he's up to 6, so he can't quite monstrous himself quite yet. But he is going to play a Darksteel Ingot, so he could monstrous next turn, which would not be good for me, as that would go up to a 7/7. At least I've got ways of dealing with this Rabble Master. So I've only got a couple turns left before I'm basically dead. So I've basically got to pray that I get something which will allow me to mill myself down faster. I mean, there's no point blocking the 1/1 with my Necromancer's Assistant. This Stormbreath Dragon is decidedly evil. So let's play the Think Twice here, see if we can find that Hedron Crab. Would be nice. No, we've got a Tome Scour, so not particularly useful. I've got anything else I can play? Not particularly. It is kind of tempting to pull back, maybe like a Satyr Wayfinder or something, but with the Treasured Finders, I don't need the Treasured Find to pull back a Laboratory Maniac, so I'm really tempted to pull out something like an Inspiration or something so I can draw a load of cards, or... do I do that now, this turn? I think I might. Just trying to think here. So let's go for, yeah, let's pull back the Inspiration, just because I need the card draw very, very quickly. I'm tempted to swing in with all this and just see what he does. I'm fairly sure he can whittle me down before I can whittle him down, so... because he's not going to block. I probably should have saved the Necromancer's Assistant, but that would have just resulted in one of them being killed, which is going to happen anyway. I mean, I'm probably going to die within a couple of turns, just because I didn't get the Hedron Crab. I haven't been able to mill myself down fast enough, which has been annoying, but I mean, you never know. I could get away with this, because that's going to spawn another Goblin, and then he's going to swing in for a lot of damage here, especially if he makes that monstrous as well. I think I'm dead. I think I'm very dead. Yeah, that's a loss for me. So, fortunately, no Hedron Crab, no milling fast enough. So, that's a loss for game number 1, but I'm not expecting to win many games with this. I'm doing it more for the gimmick. So I'll see you in a sec for game number 2. Okay, guys, I can definitely make this hand work. We've got the Hedron Crab, we've got the 2 lands, we've got an Elvish Visionary, a Satyr Wayfinder. Yeah, this is a good opening hand. So let's start off with the island, mostly so we can get the Hedron Crab down this turn and the Simic Guildgate down next turn. Because I want to be able to play Hedron Crab. I don't know, maybe Simic might have been better, I don't know. It didn't really matter either way, I suppose. No, Simic would have been better. What am I doing? Ugh, because I could have played an Elvish Visionary or a Satyr Wayfinder this turn, but it's not the end of the world. So I've got to make sure that I choose the right person here, and I'm going to choose me. So what have we managed to put in here? Satyr Wayfinder and a couple of lands, so not really the end of the world. Nothing to attack with, so I'm just going to skip my attack. Don't really want to play Tome Scour quite yet, in case I chuck away a card which I could draw into fairly soon. So I'm probably going to be looking to play Satyr Wayfinder next turn, dig for a land, activate Hedron Crab. There's Raise the Alarm, so it's going to be able to get 2 1/1s down, which I can at least block with my Hedron Crab. And we're going to get another Tome Scour, fairly useful. So actually I think I might go for Elvish Visionary this turn. See what we draw into. I'd rather draw cards before start chucking them into the graveyard. Ah, never mind, I found the Treasured Find. That is pretty good, actually. That basically now means that whatever I chuck into my graveyard, I can pull back. So if I chuck one of my Laboratory Maniacs into the graveyard, I can bring it back quite easily. So, and we've got an Akrazan Squire. So we're looking at some kind of mono-white weenie deck by the looks of things. So he's probably going to swing in with one of them on its own, which I'm going to allow it to go through. Because 2 damage isn't that much. That's like 10 turns. I can have milled myself down within 10 turns. So, no point sacking off one of my creatures quite yet. Ah, so we found the Laboratory Maniac as well, so we don't even have to worry about finding that either. So definitely go for the Satyr Wayfinder right here. And we found a land, which is what we want. Shieldred's in the graveyard, which I might bring back later on. So we can play the island now. And we're choosing me, because I want to start milling myself down quite heavily. Ah, very nice, we've got a Cultivate in there as well. So I'm going to Tome Scour me as well, just because. There we go. Let's skip my attack. So I will probably be Treasured Finding back a Cultivate next turn, just because it'll allow me to mill myself faster. Because we already have the Laboratory Maniac, I don't really care about anything else. I literally just need this. This is like the crutch card in this deck. Providing you've got one of these in your hand, or you have the ability to bring it back with a Treasured Find. That's interesting. So an Angelic Accord. When's he going to get life gain with this deck? I have no idea. So that's going to take 2 damage. I'm just going to take 2 damage again. I'm just going to tank it for now. He's not really done anything to warrant me worrying too much about losing health at the moment. So, oh no, I can't play Treasured Find, can I? So it might have to be Elvish Visionary here. And hope that I get a black land of some description. Or draw a Cultivate, something like that. Nope, get a Satyr Wayfinder though, which I've got for next turn. And then won't play the Tome Scour quite yet. Skip my attack again. So I'm wondering what he's got to actually be able to lifelink or something along those lines. He's only got 4 mana down at the moment as well. That's 2 health. He's not going to be able to activate Angelic Accord this turn. Paragon of New Dawns doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. So yeah, I really need a black mana right now. Oh yeah, Satyr Wayfinder is going to pay dividends here. I might just block that one this turn. Actually, no. Let's carry on tanking it for now. I'll worry about health later on. So no dice with the. What's the word I'm looking for? With the black mana on the draw. So we'll try again with the Satyr Wayfinder. Come on, we need some kind of black mana. Green will be okay. So let's play the forest, mill myself, because obviously we want to carry on milling at all costs. Do Do I mill myself down further? It's really tempting to because I'm getting pretty close here. And the next turn I can always inspire myself as well. So we shall Tome Scour now. Me. We want to basically just keep milling myself down as fast as possible here. So we've got lots in the graveyard now. Skip my attack. So at the moment he can only do 8 damage to me. So I'm not too fussed at the moment. Depends what else he plays though. If he plays that Angel with lifelink, Captain of the Watch, that's kind of terrifying. So he can now deal a hell of a lot of damage to me, and I'm in no position to do anything about it. So I wonder what he's going to swing in with. Maybe I shouldn't have tanked that damage last turn. Mistakes were made. Okay, so I'm going to block one of these, or do I block 2? Block 2, I think. Because how much damage can he do next turn? Let me just think about this. So if I take 3 damage now, next turn he can do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 25. But I can block 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. So he will be able to do... So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 7, 10, 13. He can pretty much do perfect damage next turn. So... I'm going to have to skip blocking here, I think, and just tank this, and then pray that I get something good. Pray that I get a Cultivate or something, maybe, that I can mill myself down a lot faster with. Oh god, not Triplicate Spirits as well. So I'm not expecting to win any of these games. If I can win one of them, it would be fantastic. Okay, so that's no help at all. So we're going to have to think twice here. Hedron Crab doesn't really help. Do we have another think twice? Which I can't play because it's in my graveyard. So I think this is a loss. So I'm not going to be able to win this from this position. So I'll see you in a sec for a third game, guys. Okay, guys, I think I can make this work. Because I've got the Treasured Find and the Necromancer's Assistant, I'm going to see if I can get away with this hand. See how it goes. So I might be able to get like 4 or maybe even 5 games in, because these are going quite quickly. Oh, very nice. A couple of Tome Scours is good. So the Treasured Find is going to be particularly useful here. So we're going to try and ramp up to the Necromancer's Assistant. Hope that we get maybe a Hedron Crab in the meantime would be quite nice. Nope, nothing, absolutely nothing. So what it was like, I hear you wanted black mana in the last game, so we're just going to give you loads. Let's just mill myself here. So we've got a Treasured Find in the graveyard, we've got a Shieldred. Shieldred could be useful if I could somehow get that onto the field. That requires 7 mana, so I've got 5, so if I get a Cultivate at any point, I could probably bring that back, or even just 1 more mana would be quite useful. So we are going to go Forest here, and then we're going to drop the Necromancer's Assistant. Mill myself a little bit. What do we chuck in the graveyard? Another Necromancer's Assistant. When you're playing this deck, it's always good to keep an eye on what you've thrown away so you know what you're looking for. So I've got a Tended Knight. Okay, so we've got a black-white deck here of some description, and he's going to play that. Okay. Oh, very nice. Another Necromancer's Assistant. So let's play the Forest. We'll play you. See what else we can chuck into the graveyard. So I really want this to bring back my Shieldred, ideally. And there's a Cultivate, would have been useful. And a Hedron Crab. That could also be pretty useful, but... let's skip my attack there. So how much have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I get 1 more land or a Cultivate, I'm definitely bringing Shieldred out. Just because it's just an awesome card, and that will allow me to bring back my Maniac if I was to chuck it into the graveyard at all. Oh, look at that! We've actually got the all the land we need, which is quite nice. So I can actually start milling myself down even further. So get in the graveyard, cards, because I can actually bring back a Hedron Crab if I get Shieldred. So which is quite cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, very nice. Skip my attack there. I might bring it back soon, actually, just because otherwise I'm not going to be able to play it on the... So I want to bring it back next turn with the idea of playing it the turn afterwards. So he's not played anything in a little while, which is kind of concerning. Oh, very nice. We've actually got the an Elvish Visionary as well. So let's play an island here. Then we shall play Elvish Visionary, I think. Yeah. Let's play you first, see what we draw into. Another Elvish Visionary, very nice. So I will actually play Treasured Find here, though. Bring back Shieldred the Whispering One, just because it's an awesome card. There we go, so I can play that next turn. And it's got Swamp Walk as well, so it'll actually be able to attack in without him being able to do absolute bugger all, which is quite cool. So he's not done anything in a while. I'm kind of concerned what he's got in his hand that he's not able to play. Oh, very nice Hedron Crab. So, do I play... I'm tempted to play Hedron Crab this turn. And then play Shieldred next turn, if that makes sense. Just because I can actually mill myself this turn. Mill me. There we go. We'll also play the Elvish Visionary as well. So what do I chuck away? Anything good? This will allow me to draw a card. Very nice. Another Tome Scour. Always good. So I'm going to... skip my attack, no point swinging him. So I'll play Shieldred next turn. So I've got Think Twice is in the graveyard, which I can play to draw cards, which is always good. Oh my god, he's played Grizzlebrand. That is terrifying. That's got lifelink as well. That is particularly terrifying. So we're going to play Shieldred here. And then pray. What's he got? He can't do anything. He could pay 7 life and draw 7 cards. Just gonna skip my attack there. So I get to bring a creature back. So Shieldred. So he has to sack. So right, yeah. So he has to start sacrificing creatures. So he can't keep this up indefinitely, which is good. Oh no, not Angelic Edict. I needed that. No. I may be a little bit screwed now. In fact, I'm probably totally screwed. Still haven't drawn into my my Maniac, but I can't get rid of that Grizzlebrand. There's like no other removal in this deck. I thought he might have something like that, which is kind of terrifying. Oh no, not dead. Don't dead weight my Hedron Crab. No! No! Oh, at least I've got my Laboratory Maniac, which isn't too bad. So I'm going to think twice here. So I've only got like maybe 2 more turns, so I need to somehow pull this out. Somehow. Why did he have to have that dead weight? So he just drew like 7 cards there. We'll take the Swamp. So I'm kind of doomed here because I don't think I can mill myself down fast enough now. Unless I start thinking twice and drawing cards. Which is also a possibility, because I can save the Tome Scour. See what we get. No, oh, very nice. Satyr Wayfinder. That could win it for me. Let's just skip my attack there. So he can do 7 damage to me. I don't know what else he can do. Triplicate Spirits, don't really care right now. So I can mill myself down 4... 9. See, I don't because he managed to get rid of my Shieldred. I don't think I can mill my. That was the only thing that was going to keep me in the game, really. So I'm down to 6. So I'm basically doomed unless I get something really good on my last draw. Think Twice isn't particularly useful. I think I'm doomed here because I can't get rid of my cards fast enough here. Yeah, whatever. Play the Forest. So I'm down to 12, so... Unless I've somehow managed to get... So let's think twice. Actually, cancel. Oops, daisy, did not mean to do that. Maybe I can't cancel. Okay, never mind. Nope, not helping. especially as I need to play my Laboratory Maniac, so I'm literally 6 cards short. That's how close I got to milling myself down. That is damn close, put it that way. So yeah, that's a loss, I think. So yeah, never mind. I'll see you in a sec for probably a 4th game. Okay, guys, so here we are for what will probably be the final game of the day, and I'm probably going to keep that hand. It's not too bad. I've got the Treasured Find, which is good, and the Satyr Wayfinder, and we've got the Shieldred as well. So let's start off with a Simic Guildgate. Never know, we might get a Hedron Crab next turn, which would be good, especially as we've got the Treasured Find and the Shieldred as well. So at the moment, I'm possibly 1 mana short of 2 mana short of playing Shieldred, I think. Oh, very nice. We've got Tome Scour as well. So let's play the Swamp, and then we'll also play the Satyr Wayfinder. Start milling myself. Oh, come on! Were you nullifying a Satyr Wayfinder? You joking? What is with you? This may be like the ultimate, oh my god, what am I doing against this kind of deck? We'll see how it goes. Oh, very nice. We've got the Hedron Crab. So this is where he's got another Nullify. Oh my god, you're joking. Nope. Shoot. Jesus Christ, I got away with it. He's thinking twice. Okay, that's a weird time to think twice. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a minute. What the hell was that? You can't do that. Did he literally just play a think twice just so he could draw a shock? Because if he drew a shock, that is like stupid luck. Stupid luck. I don't believe that. So no, I could play Treasured Find here and bring back my Hedron Crab. See if he doesn't nullify it, which he probably will. Oh, of course he is. He's got. I'm trying not to swear here, but he's got a sodding negate as well. Jesus Christ. Just Tome Scour myself, I suppose. See what we put in there. Another Hedron Crab, fair enough. So next turn I'm probably going to try and play Inspiration. So yeah, this deck is already winding me up quite a bit. Let's try Think Twicing, which he's probably just going to nullify. Nope, he's actually going to let that go through. Interesting. We've got another land though, so I'm going to save them in case there's a small possibility it may actually get... How much land have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 away from playing Shieldred, but I doubt somehow I'm going to be able to play it simply because he's an arse. So this is where he's going to draw because it's blue. So all he's going to do is draw cards and negate all of my spells. Okay, so he's played Inferno Titan. Fantastic. Not. So I take 3 damage to my face. Okay, this is not going well. I did not expect this to go well since I realised what kind of deck I was playing. Ugh. I maybe should have played that Forest last turn because I could have played Shieldred next turn, but never mind. Let's inspire myself. I may be able to hold in there until I get Shieldred down somehow. 2 Necromancer's Assistants, not too bad. Yeah, I should have played that Swamp in hindsight, but didn't realise he was about to drop the Inferno Titan either. So I'm about to take 9 damage. Yeah, I think I'm dead next turn. Maybe wouldn't have been if I'd if I played that bloody Forest, I would be able to drop Shieldred this turn, and he would have been screwed. Although he probably would have he probably would have negated it anyway. So at least I can stop the damage coming. Oh no, I can't do that because he's just going to knock it off with the Inferno Titan. So I could play a Satyr Wayfinder here or a Necromancer's Assistant. Not sure which one's better here, really. I'd like to be able to play 2 creatures, but I can't afford it. This really sucks. Really sucks big time. Didn't get any creatures. Didn't get anything there. So I don't think I'm going to die now though, because I'm going to block enough of his damage from. So I might go down to 1, and he's going to inspire himself. Okay. See what he plays this turn. So he's going to nuke both of these before I can even block, and then he's going to deal 7 damage at my face, and he's probably got like a shock or something up his sleeve as well. So, oh no, and that gets pumped up as well, so never mind, I'm dead. Okay, so I'm desperate to see if I can win with this deck, so I'm playing this as my last game, and this is actually a pretty good start, so I'm going to keep this hand. Ugh, that last game, Jesus Christ. A bouncing, basically a dodge and burn deck, which is just not fun. Now we're playing a ramp deck, maybe? That's what it looks like, anyway. Just realised I've got no blue mana. I've started this game off with a green and a black. Maybe not my best idea ever. At least got to cultivate. If we can get a 3rd mana of any colour, I should be alright. Come on, Elvish Visionary. Next turn. And a Satyr Wave. Yeah, this is like a mono green ramp deck of some description. At least I don't have to worry about the Laboratory Maniac, as it's sat right in my hand, which is quite good. So if I was to draw into like a Hedron Crab or something like that, I'd be looking quite good. Ooh, Treasured Find, very nice. So I'm going to play the Elvish Visionary here. Please, please, please be a land. Any colour. I don't really care. I've got the Cultivate. Just need a land. Oh, yes. And the Magic God's Answer. We could be alright here now, guys. See what he does next. So he's swinging with both creatures, which I'm just going to take the damage, I think. Take. It's weird, it kind of like got stuck there for a second. And he's got nothing to play on turn 3. Interesting. Oh, very nice. We've got 2 Laboratory Maniacs. So let's cultivate. We need blue, so we'll get blue and black, I think, here. So we get blue and black. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, why not swing him? So at least I've got lots of card draw now, so I could really do with drawing into a Hedron Crab right now. Would be quite good. So I can always then Treasured Find back the Cultivate and start milling myself down quite heavily. Would be quite nice. So he's played another Cultivate, so he's ramping up quite steadily. He's up to 5 mana. Yeah, 5 mana, I think. Yeah, something like that. Oh, very nice. So we've actually got... so I'm actually going to think twice here to see if I can draw into that Hedron Crab that I so desire. Nope. So what else can I do here? Could Tome Scout myself, I suppose, if we play the blue mana here. Hedron Crab. Ooh, Hedron Crab. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is pull that back. Very nice. So I can actually play that next turn with the Swamp, which is quite cool. I'm actually going to skip my attack here. Save that just to be on the safe side. Ah, so he's played the Terror Stomper. Not particularly good for me, and it's got Trample, so that is particularly terrifying. I'm just going to skip my attack there. I want to save this as a blocker. A blocker. So we are going to play the Hedron Crab. Then the Swamp. Start milling. For my life. Then we're going to play Satyr Wayfinder. See if we can get another land. Which we can. Can't play it this turn though, so I think I'm just going to play the Necromancer's Assistant. Also, we're going to put in there more land. That's fair enough. Skip my attack. No point attacking. we're down to 29. What else have I got in here? Anything useful? Not particularly. So I might block that with the Necromancer's Assistant just to stop some of the damage coming my way. Maybe survive like 1 or 2 more turns. So if I block you with you, I'm going to take 7 damage. Could also block you with you, I suppose. And then kill off one of his creatures. Yeah, could do that. So block some of the damage coming my way. So that's 6. So not particularly good. Oh, Cultivate, you beauty. Let's play the Golgari Guildgate on myself. I think I might be dead, but I'm going to give it a good shot. Put it that way. You and you. Let's play a Laboratory Maniac just as a blocker. I don't think it's going to help here. How much damage am I going to take this turn? Way too much, I think. That Terror Stomper was pretty terrifying there. And we got Genesis Hydra as well. You know, why the hell not? Let's just play Genesis Hydra just to really kick Ollie in the crotch. So he's got a crate. Yeah, this is just a pure, like, full-on ramp deck, this was. Couldn't really do much about it. Couldn't mill myself down fast enough. Didn't get enough Hedron crabs. This deck can work. I have actually won once by self-milling myself, but it just hasn't worked out today, which is not the end of the world. It's not really supposed to work. It's such a ridiculous game mechanic that I'm surprised it does work. So how much damage am I going to take here? So I can block you with you. So I'm literally going to take 6 damage here. Yeah, I could keep myself in it for 1 more turn, but then I've got no way of milling myself with the Hedron crab. So yeah. So I'm going to take 6 damage here. Give it a go. You never know, I might draw into a Hedron crab. So I'm down to 2 health. Nice balmy 2 health. Play the Swamp. We should play the Satyr Wayfinder. Let's inspire myself first, actually. That'll get rid of 2 cards. Oh, very nice. Tome Scour. So we should play Satyr Wayfinder. I'll get rid of 4 cards. And then Tome Scour myself. So yeah, I got pretty close again. Pretty close, but not quite close enough, unfortunately. So yeah, that's another loss. So I'll go show you the deck, guys. Okay guys, so here's a quick look at my self-mill deck. So we've got 3 Hedron crabs, the MVP. If you can get 1 or 2 of these down, you can start milling yourself like crazy. Tome Scour, huge mill card, put 5 cards into the graveyard. Think twice, not only does it mill myself by drawing cards, it draws me cards. 2 Laboratory Maniacs, you want to try and get 1 of these in your card, or you want some way of retrieving it from the graveyard, such as Shieldred, or a what's it called? A Treasured Find, that's what I'm looking for. Inspiration, draw lots of cards, get rid of your deck. Necromancer's Assistant, put lots of cards into the graveyard. Shieldred, bring back a card from the graveyard and force your opponent to sack it, providing you can actually play it, providing you get some early cultivates, which I didn't get throughout the entire game. Didn't see the Runescarred Demon, that allows me to pull any card I want, such as Shieldred or the Laboratory Maniac. Elvish Visionary for the card draw, so milling my deck, and also just a little body on the field. Satyr Wayfinder does the double job of ramping, activating that Hedron Crab when you're in a pinch, and also milling your deck at the same time. Cultivate, milling your deck, ramping up at the same time. And then finally Treasured Find for digging out those cards which you've accidentally milled and you want back, specifically the Laboratory Maniac. So we've got 22 lands, so 6 of each of the forest and the islands, 4 of the swamp, and then 2 of each of the Simic and the Golgari Guild Gates. So that's some games, that's the deck. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode. I may possibly be streaming tomorrow night if I can, so I'll be streaming some Magic tomorrow night for Friday Night Magic if I get the opportunity. So look out for a stream notice if I do that. I apologise if I don't get around to doing it. I am obviously busy in my personal life and don't always have time to stream. Only really have time to YouTube. But you look out for that. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.